Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the Universal Laws of Wealth. Today is about belief, and belief is one of those. It feels like it's got this obvious nature to it. Well, of course, I need to believe, right? We've heard it over and over again. We've heard all the different ways. We've heard people say, "You'll see it when you believe it." Thank you, Wayne Dyer, and so many others. It says, if you just believe, you can have whatever you want. The more you believe, the faster it comes, right? So we have all this evidence that shows us that if we believe, if you read any of the texts that were written, there was a beautiful movement in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and then continued, has grown since then. People authoring books about belief and just how powerful it is and how that belief really inspires commitment. When it comes to money, this is a pretty big deal because I would say for most people that I talk to, including myself along my journey, that when we understand what belief actually is, the idea of believing in money and in the experience of money in our life has a lot of baggage to it. It has a lot of drama around it, has a lot of things that make it difficult because we also have people saying things like the love of money is the root of all evil. And so we have all of these mixed messages. So money gets all distorted. It's sort of a dirty word. It's kind of like sex or religion or politics. It's like, don't talk about those things. In fact, I remember growing up being told, you don't ask anybody what they make. You don't talk to people about money. That's a secret. That's really personal. And they're right. It is very personal because money isn't something that you become good enough for. Money isn't the measure of your worth, not in the way that most people think. And so there's always been this confusion and uncertainty about it. But money really is just the measurement of the flow of you and how willing you are to be you. So when we just get down to the truth of money, money only cares about flowing with you. It only cares about being there with you. And this is why belief is so important, because belief, again, part of the misunderstanding of money is that, yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. Like, you name it, there's all the things have been said. But I'm hoping that you'll take away a new belief and you'll anchor it in and you'll affirm it daily, because the money is just that measurement of flow. Money is it's like what goes with you on the journey, right? So belief, let's talk about how powerful belief is. Belief has also been misunderstood. Belief is not about truth. It's not even about certainty, although certainty is part of it. Certainty comes along with it, right? Certainty is sort of a side effect that occurs when you really anchor into belief. Belief actually stems from the original meaning of the word before it was changed, because the definitions have changed over time. If you haven't heard me talk about this before, but money and belief have a lot of the same energy to it. There's a lot of this mystery, and to believe is also sort of taboo, because to believe, it needs to be accurate or it needs to be right. And so this is another barrier for many people. You cannot have what you want because you have a sense of thinking that you understand that belief means something needs to be accurate. You need to know for sure something is. So there's that you think you have to have the certainty first. The certainty comes after belief. Belief really means to love. So at the source of it, it's to adore, it's to be devoted, it's to love. So in walks that confusing, cognitive dissonance of, oh my gosh, I have to believe in order to have money. I've got to love in order to have money, but love of money is the root of all evil. I'm doomed, right? Like, how the hell will I ever have money? This is what goes through the minds of so many coaches, healers, teachers, those who are on a spiritual journey. This disconnect just gets amplified more and more because you aren't here to love money, but you aren't here to exclude it either. Money is the side effect of the flow of love. It's the flow of love where you aren't excluding anything. It's an unconditional love for the experience of life. It's an unconditional love for, we live in a world that is currently using this particular measurement of flow. That's all. The world is using something right now that serves as paper or coins or digits or blockchain, whatever it is. There is a measurement of the flow, and it's the flow of love. It's the flow of how I love myself. It's the flow of how I belong in the world, whether or not I believe that I deserve to be here, whether I believe that I belong with all of the experiences of this world, that I belong in all of it. And then I belong with abundance. I belong with the abundance that is here. Belief is to love that you belong. It's to love, to be devoted to the wealth that flows through you, the value that flows through you. You include all representations of it. Because when you feel wealthy, when you feel alive, when you feel like you belong in this world, then money belongs with you. Just like the abundance of friendship and love and vitality, it all belongs. It is the flow. Believe, love achievement, love gratitude, love values, love where you're headed, love the experience you're choosing to have. Just love. The more love you have flowing through your body, the more you match up with the frequency of play. So, love and play or joyfulness, when you love you and you love life, you experience more joyfulness. That joy also attracts more of the flow of money. The reason for that is you begin to move into higher frequencies. Your body is moving through a higher frequency state. It's in this place where you are loving things, which means you're tapping into a frequency that is incredibly strong, has a strong gravitational pull. And so money loves to be in the flow of things. And the faster the flow, the more it loves to be there. So love right now is faster than fear. Love is faster than anxiety. Love is faster than music. Love is faster than anything. There's nothing, well, that's not true. There is actually another energy that is faster, but it's a little harder to maintain because it is so intense. And that's the energy of that sexual Kundalini energy. That's actually incredibly fast. But maintaining that for creation isn't as easy to do. And it has a slippery slope into control. It can be used for control. And so there's a bit of a destructive consciousness that's around sexual energy. So sexual energy gets used in a distorted way. So belief and loving yourself is the reason we use that term, belief. Instead of saying sexuality will bring you money, we say belief, because belief is love, and love has that frequency of sustainability that has an ongoing nature to it where it's easy for everything to flow with you. There's no exclusion. There's just an absolute inclusive energy of flowing. So the more love you pour in, if you feel a withdrawal, this is where it's really important. When you think about money, when you think about your accounts, and this is something we, focus on quite a bit in Money Mojo, because when you withdraw love related to anything, if you withdraw love from people, if you withdraw love from dollars, if you withdraw love from affection, adoration, whatever that is, if you withdraw love from a certain aspect of your experience, you essentially draw yourself away from it. You focus yourself towards a different experience, and that doesn't get included. It exists and it's here for you and it's waiting to be included at any moment. But because we live in a universe where you choose what experiences you're creating, that wealth will not flow through you if you don't choose to include it. So if you're triggered by it, if you withdraw love, then you've withdrawn flow. And when you withdraw flow related to that particular experience, it's not that you need to love money. You just need to love with money. You need to be able to still love in the presence of money. You don't want to withdraw that. You don't want to withdraw it when you see someone talking about it and they're, talking about how Jeff Bezos has, all this money and he's doing all this crazy stuff and he could be feeding the world and there's all this judgment. Yeah, sure. But if you are judging that, you're withdrawing love from the experience of money. You're judging the experience of money, and you're believing that you're loving the idea that when you have money, everyone chooses the path of that experience. It's not true. When you love you, then you flow you into the world, and money shows up to say, I'd like more of you in the world. I'd like more of what you're deciding to do. So, people who are, doing different things with their money, who have a lot of money and that's represented in public, they're on public display for how they flow themselves, who they are. They're not actually representing money. Money's just showing up to say, I love that you're willing to be you, that you're so all in with being you, that you're willing to flow the love of being you. And so these people do love being them, even if they don't love others. And even if they withdraw themselves from other experiences, they do love the experience they have in the world with money. They're not excluding themselves from that experience. And that's the key. It's not about being a good person. It's not about being a bad person. It's about loving who you are. So whoever that is, whoever you are in this moment, it doesn't mean you need to know exactly who you are. It doesn't mean that you don't continue to evolve and become someone that you love even more tomorrow. It doesn't mean you have to know all of the things about you or be the perfect version of yourself. You just need to choose to love you right now. I choose to love me in the version that is. I choose to love in the face of everything that I see. I choose that I will love. I will move the frequency of love through my body. I will believe. I will believe that I belong. I'll believe that I can keep growing. I love that I can keep growing. I believe in money. I love that money continues to be in my experience. I don't love money. I don't want to roll around in money. I don't want to have a love affair with the dollars, but I love that money likes to be a part of my flow. I love that money wants to be there with me while we make more possibilities, right? So when we think about this, when we think about the affirmation, are you willing to include money into your experience? Are you willing to believe and love the experience of it? This can be difficult in the mind. You can use the mind to create affirmation, to say things like, I belong with the experience of money. I love being in the flow with money. Choose an affirmation today. Choose something that you can think in your mind, but choose that thought. And very, very important, because you're not going to redirect the flow. You're not going to actually engage love. You're going to continue to separate yourself from the love of that experience if you don't then move it into the heart, right? If you don't then bring it into the heart of you to feel what it feels like to embrace and belong with that affirmation. So choose an affirmation that you're willing to feel in your body. I affirm. I love freely. I freely flow the love of my purpose expression. I freely flow the love of me into the world. And I freely play with money as we continue to expand, as we continue to elevate wealth and abundance in the world together, that it flows through me, through others, that we enjoy this experience together, that because I love me, it means I'm going to help be a part of moving money through more people, because I'm really excited about that, because that's who I am. That's who I am with money. So who are you with money? Who do you choose to be right this moment? Not who have you been, not who have you been with money, but who do you choose to be now with money? What experience do you want to have next? You can restore your relationship with money at any moment. You don't have to keep having all of that negative impact with that experience. And here's what's really cool, because unlike a human, if you've had really bad experiences with a human may want to have conversations about it. A human has to agree to participate. If you're like, oh, I forgive myself, that human has to participate. And sometimes humans walk away. Money never does. The moment you decide to include it, the money says, yippee, thank you, I'm all in. Money doesn't need you to forgive, doesn't need anything. Only you need that. Money will be with you the moment you meet it in that vibrational frequency. And that alone is one reason to be so excited about how money works and to love the flow of that money, because it's not holding you hostage. It's not holding anything against you. It's not judging you. It's not asking you to be better than you are. It's just saying, love you. I want to meet you there. Express you in the world. I want to meet you there. That's all money's saying. It's not saying I need you to be better. I need you to do good things. I don't even need you to be a do-gooder in the world. I don't need you to prove that you've got all this goodness. I don't need you to believe that you've got a big vision for the world. Oh, that's awesome, because you want to express it, not because money gives a damn. Money doesn't care. You've seen that. Money doesn't care what you do with it as long as you love doing it. That's all money cares about. So why not you? Why not you have it right now? Why not you experience that right now? Why does it need to be only those? Why does that belief need to be there for you? Why do you need to love the idea that only jerks or assholes or people who are abusing people and controlling people with money, why is it only for them? Why are they all the only ones that are allowed to love and play with and have fun with that experience? Why not you? Why not the expression of you? Why isn't that worthy of expression in this world? Why isn't that worthy of trillions of dollars moving through people like us? Because that feels really good to me. Trillions of dollars moving through us feels amazing. Trillions of dollars moving through the world feels amazing. New amounts. I was like, what about quadrillions moving through us? What if we made up new words for just how abundant humanity is? Just how much abundance humanity experienced, just how much humanity came up with amazing ideas that we loved ourselves with money enough to release ourselves from this experience of lack, and that money no longer had to show up in that space. What if money didn't have to play in lack anymore? What if money got to be free for the flow of abundance? What if we didn't make it a scapegoat? That's the kind of power that love has. That's the kind of shifting energy love has. When you love through you and you bring you into the world, when you emit that love, do you understand? When you emit that love, money changes its function. Money moves differently. It begins moving through you and it begins moving towards other ideas. You don't have to lobby or beg or fight against or hold up a sign and say, hey, you with the money, do something different. You're like, hey, money, let's do something together. You don't have to let somebody else do something with the money. You do it. You do it by loving the expression enough, not being against how others choose to do it. They do whatever they want. If more of us love the expression of money, then really good people begin to do really good things with money. It's actually inevitable. It's really simple, but it's about embracing this feeling in the body that loving is natural, loving is good, loving is powerful. Loving is a superpower that directs the flow of our experience in this world. Love's not airy-fairy. It's not passive. It's not kumbaya. Love is fierce. And it directs the flow in a strong energy, one of the strongest that you can seize. So today, I love money. I love it flowing. I love the flow of my purpose and my passion. I love when money plays. I love to include it. I love to include you. I love to include others. I affirm that all day long. I affirm it every day. I affirm it in the morning. I affirm it when I'm dancing in the kitchen. I affirm it when I'm going to bed. Because I know, I have the certainty that now results. I told you in the beginning of this conversation, this belief, this love becomes certainty. I am certain. The more I believe, the more I am certain the world is changing. The more I believe, the more I am certain that wealth is going to be experienced as the birthright it's always been. That your sovereignty and your wealth is going to come together in a way that shifts time from here on out. And you're a part of it. I feel certain. And it's such an incredible feeling. And I hope you're feeling it with me. I hope you're joining me there, because we're about to move money through the hands of really extraordinary people. It's already beginning. And when we come together in these conversations, we amplify it. I love it. I love all of your affirmations. I love all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is day 3. We're going to keep going. These universal laws want you to experience all that life has, including and especially money, because right now, money is a big part of amplification and evolution. And let it be. We don't need to fight against that. Let it be. And let it become something else when it wants to be. Let the flow of love express itself however it wants. Don't hold it back. Let it be dollars if it chooses. Let that occur. Let whatever expression wants to occur. You just be a part of the love that flows it through the world. All right. Loving you all. And I will see you for day 4. Thanks so much. Have a beautiful, loving, abundant day. Bye for now.